Every Roblox player who used this username vanished in exactly 30 days. Not banned, not deleted, just gone. One investigator decided to test it. He kept a diary. Day 30 was blank. This is what he wrote before. The thread appeared on a small Roblox forum, buried under thousands of others. The title was simple. Noah_was_here. Has anyone else noticed? The post had 4 replies when it was first written. By the time anyone took it seriously, it had over 11,000. The pattern the original poster described was strange enough that most people scrolled past it. He claimed that every Roblox account ever registered with the username Noah_was_here, or any close variation, with underscores, numbers, capital letters, went silent after exactly 30 days. Not deleted, not banned. The profiles were still there, the avatars still standing in their last lobby, the friend lists intact. But the activity counters froze. Last seen, 30 days after creation. People dismissed it. Roblox has hundreds of millions of accounts. Coincidences happen. Kids lose interest in usernames. Parents change passwords. There were 1,000 boring explanations, and every single one of them made sense. Until someone in the comments started doing the math. He pulled 14 accounts with that username from the public database. 14 accounts created across different years, different countries, different devices. Every single one of them showed the same final login pattern. Day 28, day 29, day 30. Then nothing. Forever. Not one of them made it to day 31. That was when a man named Daniel saw the thread. Daniel was 28 years old. He worked from a small apartment in Portland, the kind of place with 2 windows and a desk pushed against the wall. He wrote freelance articles about internet culture for blogs that paid him in 3 figures and patience. He'd covered the strange corners of the web for almost 6 years. Abandoned forums, dead games, communities that disappeared overnight without a single archived post explaining why. He had one rule. He never let himself get involved with the things he wrote about. He observed. He took notes. He left. The Noah thread broke that rule in a single afternoon. Daniel read through every single comment. He cross-referenced the accounts mentioned in the database. He even messaged 3 of the people who had posted screenshots of the frozen profiles. 2 of them never replied. The 3rd sent him a single sentence and then deleted his account. Don't make one. I'm serious. Don't make one. Daniel sat with that message open on his screen for almost an hour. Then he opened the Roblox sign-up page. He told himself it was research. He told himself he would write the definitive article on this, expose it as a coincidence or a coordinated prank, and put the rumor to rest. He told himself he wasn't the kind of person things happened to. He typed the username carefully. Noah_was_here_2. The first variation he could think of that wasn't already taken. The system accepted it. The avatar loaded. A blank, default character with no hat, no shirt, no expression. Daniel opened a blank document on his second monitor and titled it Day 1. The first week, Daniel wrote almost nothing. Day 1 was a paragraph. Day 2 was a sentence. Day 3 was just the words, "Nothing happened." He was disappointed. He had expected glitches, strange messages, broken textures. Instead, the game was just a game. He played a few obbies, he visited Brookhaven, he walked through a museum someone had built out of free models. He got bored. By day 7, he was ready to call the whole thing off and write a debunking piece. Then he checked his friend requests. There were 14 of them, all from accounts with no avatars, all with usernames that were just numbers. He hadn't added anyone. He hadn't joined any servers where strangers could find him. He'd barely typed in the chat. But 14 blank profiles had found him in the last 12 hours, and they were all waiting. He didn't accept any of them. He wrote about it in the diary and went to bed. The next morning, there were 41. By day 10, the requests stopped coming. Daniel thought it was over. He felt the relief of someone who has just decided the noise downstairs was the house settling. He started drafting his article. The headline he wanted was something like, "The Noah Hoax, How a Roblox Rumor Got Out of Hand." He typed it 3 times and deleted it 3 times. On day 12, he opened Roblox and his avatar was wearing a hat he hadn't bought. It was a small, black hat. A simple cylinder, no texture, no name when he hovered over it. It wasn't in his inventory list. It wasn't in his recent purchases. It was just on his head. And when he tried to remove it, the option was grayed out. That night, Daniel wrote in the diary for the first time in days. The entry was 4 words long. I think it started. Day 15 was the day Daniel almost quit. He logged in to find his avatar standing in a place he had never been. The map was empty, just a flat gray plain stretching in every direction with no skybox, no lighting, no other players. His character was facing a single object in the distance, a door, standing upright with no walls around it. Daniel didn't move. He took a screenshot. He opened the developer console to check the place ID, and the console returned an error he had never seen before. Place not indexed. The game had loaded him into a server that wasn't supposed to exist in the database. He tried to leave. The exit button did nothing. He tried to close the client. The window stayed open. He held the power button on his laptop until the screen went black. When he turned the laptop back on, the diary file was open on his desktop. He hadn't opened it. The cursor was blinking at the bottom of day 15, and a new line had been added underneath his last sentence. He had not typed it. You're behind. Catch up. Daniel sat in his apartment for a long time after that. He thought about the man who had told him, "Don't make one." He thought about deleting the account. He thought about all the things a normal person would do. Call a friend, take a break, get some air, talk to someone who would tell him this was nothing, just a glitch, just a prank, just his tired brain making patterns out of static. Instead, he opened the diary. He scrolled to the top, and he started reading from day 1, looking for something he might have missed. By day 20, Daniel wasn't sleeping properly. The diary entries got longer. They got stranger. He wrote about hearing the Roblox menu music playing faintly when his computer was off. He wrote about checking his friend list and finding that the blank profiles he'd ignored had started accepting themselves as his friends. He wrote about loading into Brookhaven and finding the streets empty, every NPC removed, every car gone, every house dark. On day 23, Daniel wrote that he had finally found one of the original Noah_was_here accounts that had gone silent years ago. He had managed to load its profile, and the last item in its inventory log was the same small black hat he had been wearing since day 12. On day 26, he wrote that he understood the pattern now. He didn't explain what he meant. The entry was just 2 paragraphs of him repeating that he understood and that he wished he didn't. On day 28, he wrote a single sentence. I think Noah is the username, not the person. On day 29, he wrote 3 sentences. Tomorrow is day 30. I am going to log in one more time. If anyone is reading this, I want it documented. On day 30, the diary file was updated at 2:47 in the morning. Daniel was not at his computer. The neighbors later told the police that they had heard him in his apartment as recently as midnight, walking back and forth, talking quietly to himself. After 2:47, no one heard anything from inside that apartment again. The diary entry from day 30 was 9 words long. It was not written in the same style as the rest. The grammar was off. The cadence was wrong. It read like someone who had never used English before, but had learned it from reading a stranger's notes. I am here now. He is the one before. Noah. The Roblox account Noah_was_here_2 shows a final login at 2:46 a.m. that morning. The avatar is still standing in the empty gray server in front of the door. The black hat is gone. The friend list is empty. The profile has not moved in a long time. Daniel's apartment was found unlocked 3 days later. His laptop was open. The diary was on the screen. There was no sign of struggle, no missing belongings, no note. His phone was on the desk. His shoes were by the door. The only thing the responding officers found unusual was the chair. It was pulled out from the desk, facing the window, as if someone had stood up from it slowly and walked towards something they wanted to see more closely. The investigation went nowhere. Missing persons cases involving adults rarely do, especially when there's no evidence of a crime, no body, no break-in, no motive. Daniel's articles were archived by the blogs he wrote for. The Noah thread on the Roblox forum was eventually locked, then quietly deleted, with no explanation from the moderators. But the accounts are still there. Anyone with patience can find them. 14, then 20, then more, scattered across the platform like footprints in dry sand. Each one frozen at day 30, each one wearing the same small black hat in the inventory log, each one standing in a place that doesn't appear in any official map list. And every few months, somebody new posts on a different forum in a different language asking the same question. Has anyone else noticed this? The replies are always the same. Don't make one. I'm serious. Don't make one. The last thing Daniel wrote in the margins of his diary, in handwriting that was barely his own, was a question he never finished. It read, "If the username is the door, then who is the..." The sentence stops there. The pen mark trails off the page. If you had 30 days left, knowing exactly when they ended, would you spend them looking for the answer, or would you walk away? I'd really love to read your theories in the comments. If you made it this far, that means you're the kind of person who doesn't look away from the strange stuff. And I make these videos for you. Take care of yourself out there, and I'll see you in the next one.